Alright, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to start off first by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, double honors to my teachers, the head elders and apostles, the great millstone, who will well. Peace, blessing, and salutations into the elect, brothers out there that labor in His work, and to you very few sisters that believe as well. I want to say shalom. And I want to get into a lesson, Lord's willing, to be edifying to the sheep, to the body of Yahweh Shai. Alright, that's who we do these lessons for. We do these lessons for the sheep, right? To edify the sheep of Yahweh Shai. Alright, like Yahweh Shai told us, alright, to feed His sheep. Alright, so we do this for you brothers and you sisters out there. Alright, we do this for you brothers, for you believers out there. Right, so that you be strong in Yahweh Shai. Alright, so that we can uplift you, right, with the words of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Alright, and let you know that everything is going to be alright. Right, although, right, the times that we're getting ready to enter into is very dark, very perilous, very dangerous, right, very evil, troublesome times. Right, because Daniel 12:1, what it says, it is a time never before. It's going to be a time never before seen. All right, all men of evil, all men of chaos is getting ready to erupt here in America, Babylon the Great. And if you don't have, all right, the hedge of protection of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah over you, then you're through ski. All right, you're through ski. All right, then you're through. All right. If Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah is not on your side, then you're through. Alright? This is why we sit here. Alright? We make our bodies a living sacrifice. Alright? We sacrifice for the Lord. We do that which is pleasing in the eyes of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah to the best of our ability. Alright? We keep the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah to the best of our ability. Submit to the will of the Lord. Alright? Serve Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Alright? The way we're supposed to, all right, so that we don't have to, feel that wrath. We don't have to, when the Lord brings that evil and that chaos to the planet Earth, right, we could be, part of the ones that are protected from it, right, while everybody else is going through it, while everybody else is straight up suffering. That's what's getting ready to come to the planet Earth, man. Nothing but mass suffering, mass death, mass chaos, mass destruction. Alright? Real life suffering to the people of this planet Earth. But the people of this world have been living in wickedness long enough. And this is ultimately why we see, too, why everything that's going on in the planet Earth right now, why it's going on, man. Right? Because wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And the people's hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Most High is not holding His tongue no more. Right? It's touching the wickedness, right, of the people in this world. Right? Enough is enough, right, to the Most High. Right? Enough is enough, right, to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. Right? It's time for these people to start reaping what they sow. Alright? There's been all kinds of disrespect, hatred towards the Lord, man. Towards His way. Alright? People have been living how they want it. People have been out here living how they want to be living how they want to live. Right? Doing what they want to do. Eating what they want to eat, loving what they want to love. And that goes completely against, right, the ways of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Right, the Heavenly Father, right, He never commanded man. He commanded man to live a certain kind of way, to eat certain things, to do certain things. He never told mankind, right, that they could do whatever they want to do. They could love whoever they want to love. They could eat whatever they want to eat. No. There's a certain guideline that He wanted man to live by, right? And man, and man, all right, mankind, all right, they completely disregard, disrespect, neglect, reject that way. All right, they hate. All right, they hate the ways of the Lord, man. Right? They hate that the Lord told them they can't do this and do that. They hate the fact that the Lord got restrictions on what they can and can't do. They hate the Most High, man. And that's what we're starting to see in these last days, man. Right? We're starting to see All right, the real life hatred for the Lord, man. That's why you got Jake all up on TikTok, saying, we not the Hebrew Israelites, saying we teaching lies. All right, saying, just saying bullshit, man. All right, speaking all kinds of manners of bullshit against the Lord, against the men of the Lord, but it's against the Lord. All right, this book of Psalms chapter 91 and verse 1 says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, He is my refuge and my fortress. Yet we trust in the Lord, man. All right, my power, in Him will I trust. In Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai will we trust, and we will not be forsaken." Because, hey, what it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, man. Right, believe on the Lord, trust in Him, cleave into Him. All right. And He will help. And He will help us. He will help thee. All right. Sirach chapter 2 and verse 6. It says, "Believe in Him, and He will help thee." Right. It's impossible to please Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai without faith. All right. You got to believe in the Lord, and He will help thee. The Lord ain't gonna help nobody that's that don't trust Him, that don't believe in His power. You don't believe in Him. You don't trust in Him. You trust in something carnally. That's where your trust and your hope goes in. That your hope and your trust, it don't goes into Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man. Right? You don't trust in the Lord, man. So why if you don't trust it, you don't believe in the Lord, why should the Lord do anything for you? You don't believe in Him anyways. You don't trust in Him anyways. You ain't looking to the Lord for help. Right? You go down to Egypt for help. That's the spirit majority of our people are in. They'd rather go down to Egypt for help. They'd rather trust in Esau, the so-called white man. They'd rather look into Esau, the so-called white man as their help. They ain't praying to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They ain't doing it. They're not doing what's required of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai of them. All right? They don't trust in the Lord, bro. They trust in Esau, Edom. They trust in Egypt. They trust in this system. And that's why this system, that's why Esau, Edom, them trusting in Esau, Edom is going to be their shame and their confusion. Right? When Esau, Edom, when he turns out, all right, when the reality hits them, that the so-called white man never had their best interest in his heart. He never. This damn devil never has and never will have your best interest in his heart. It don't matter how smooth it don't matter how smooth the words he may speak to you, right? No matter how good he may sound like he's here to help you, all right? But really, right, his plan is to undermine you, right? His plan is to stab you in the back, right? His plan is to overthrow you. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. And starting at verse 10, it says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wicked." Never trust your enemy. Has it not been made clear as day that this man is your enemy, Jake? What don't you know? What have not you learned about that? That's why he burned down your communities, right? He used you as fucking test dummies, as experiments. You better look up the Tuskegee experiment. How he injected black men, so-called black men, with syphilis, right? And see how they will react to it. He real deal used us as experiments, man. And that's why in the kingdom of heaven, that's why in the kingdom of heaven, bro, when the shoe is on the other foot, when the plowman overtake the reaper, man, oh man, you think what they did to us was something? Don't worry, it's going to be the big payback, like James Brown said. It's going to be the big payback, without the shadow of a doubt. No mercy to Esau, Edom. No mercy to any of these fucking nations, because none of these nations, all right, had our best interest in their heart, right? None of these nations came to us and asked how we were doing, right, and tried to, help us. None of these nations did, man. right? But none of these nations did what these other nations, they didn't do what the nation of Esau Edom did. They didn't use us as test dummies, man. They didn't feed our babies to alligators. They didn't rape our men, women, and children. They ain't doing no shit like that. They ain't hang up some trees. They wasn't doing that. That was Esau. That was the Edomites, the so-called white race that did that. That's why the Edomites. That's why their judgment, compared to the nations, their judgment is going to be way worse than the judgment of these other nations, man. Because the other nations haven't did with the other nations. They didn't do what the nation of Edom did, man. That's why that judgment for Esau Edom is going to be next level, right? Again, it says, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. His wickedness never goes away. That hatred that Esau got in his heart for Jacob, that shit never went nowhere. All he did was keep it dormant. That's why verse 11 says what? Though he humble himself and go crouching, though he humble himself and go crouching, he keep that hatred that he got for you. He hides it within, right? All right, he hides it, right? He just hides it. He make it seem like he's your buddy, that he like you. What's up, pal? What's up, buddy? All right, that hatred that he got for you, he hides it, man. He smiles in your face. But really, really, he hates you, man. That's why it says what? Yet take good heed and beware of him. Keep an eye out for this motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, he hates you, man. This motherfucker don't like you. The fuck? If they still had it their way, we'll be hanging from trees right now, man. It don't matter how you know. It don't matter how many times he hold the door open for you. It don't matter how many times, all right, he smiles in your face. All right? It don't matter how many times he asks you how you doing. All right? How many times he pat you on the back. This nigga still the devil. He's still Esau. He still hates you, man. He still hates you. Cause it's in his spirit that hates you. What don't you understand about that? It's in these damn devil's spirit that hates you. They got a hatred. They got hatred for Jake that they can't even explain. Like, damn, why do I hate? They can't even explain why they hate Jacob. Cause it's all spiritual. It's all spiritual, man. They don't even know why they hate Jake, man. Like I said, it's in their spirit they hate Jake. Cause we was meant to be opponents. Jacob and Esau, we're natural born enemies. We were not meant to get along at all. That's why there's so much friction between the so-called, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and the so-called white race, man. There's always been friction. Since the womb, there's been friction. That's why there was, when you read about it, right? It speaks about a struggle in the womb, all right, of our forefather Jacob's his wife, all right. I'm sorry, no, Isaac, our forefather Isaac, his wife Rebecca, right? There was a struggle in her womb, right? There was two babies, Jacob and Esau. They were at odds with one another, even in the womb. And what did Yahweh say? Two different manner of people, two different nations of people are in your womb. Two different nations. One child gonna be stronger than the other. All right, and the elder shall serve the younger. And who was the eldest? Who was the firstborn? Esau. Esau was the firstborn. So Esau was meant to serve Jacob. Esau, it was already set up like that from the womb. The Lord said, before the children being yet born, before having doing any good or evil, that it was already going to be according to the one that the Lord chose. It was already determined that Jacob is the one I'm going to love. Esau is going to be the bitch ass nigga that I hate. Esau is going to be the one that I call the border of wickedness. Esau is going to be the nation of people whom I have indignation forever. The ones that I hate. So all this, and Jacob stole Esau's birthright. Nah, bruh. Nah. That birthright already belonged to Jacob. It's just we know how the Most High get. The Most High is about drama. So the way the Lord set it up, alright? Hey, the way Yahweh Shem Hashah set it up, yeah, he set it up very interestingly. Right? To where our forefather Jacob, he discussed. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Jacob is a supplanter. Hey, Jacob is a supplanter, dog. Yaikwab. That's what his name means, supplanter. He supplanted Esau, bitch ass, man. Right, he disguised himself as Esau. Right, I think he put hair on himself. Right, so that when he went to his father Isaac, all right, and his father Isaac will feel on his hands. All right, he'll feel that hair, and he'll think it was Esau. Right, he'll think it was Esau. Right, so when Jacob went, to Isaac, when Isaac was on his deathbed, he was blind, so he couldn't tell the difference. So he thought it was Esau that he was blessing, right? But this whole time it was Jacob that he blessed, that he gave the blessing to. And Esau was mad, all right, with his bitch ass. All right, he was mad. He was angry with Jacob. All right, and he went about it like being a little bitch. Does thou have but one blessing from my father Isaac? I would say he lift up his voice and wept. Does thou have a blessing for me, my father Isaac? Esau was mad, boy. Esau was pissed. He was upset, man. Cried like a little bitch, man. Hey, Esau was mad about what Jacob did. That's why Esau said, hey, the days are more than my father I had, then will I slay my brother Jacob, man. Esau was pissed about that, boy. Oh well. Oh well, Esau. Hey, don't get mad at us. You trying to get mad at Jacob when the Most High already determined that Jacob was the one that he's gonna love. Jacob is the one, all right, that he was gonna get a blessing to. All right. All right, established. That the promise was gonna be it was gonna go down. It was gonna go down from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob. Right, because if you know anything about our customs, right, the firstborn is the one that get inheritance, right? So they get the blessing. Jacob wasn't the firstborn. Esau was the firstborn. All right. So Jacob is the one that got the blessing. Why? Because it was the one that's the one. Jacob is the one that the Most High wanted to get a blessing to. That Yahweh was the one that I'm sorry. Jacob was the one that Yahweh wanted to establish his covenant with, his promise with. All right, Salakia. Ecclesiastes, going back to Sirach chapter 12 verse 11 says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Yeah, keep an eye out for this damn devil, man. He's still the same devil. Don't trust this devil, man. Do not trust this devil. All right? Don't turn your back on him. As soon as you turn your back on him, he got a knife ready to stab it. Ready to stab you in the back. Do not put your trust in this man, dog. Don't believe a goddamn thing this fucking man is telling you, man. Don't believe a damn thing this man tells you. A damn thing. Don't believe this motherfucker. See what happened with that C19? A lot of our people, they trusted this devil when we told them take that jab. And now look what happened. You got people out here bugged out, dropping dead. All right? Altered DNA been altered. And start with our head elders and apostles, man. They've been telling you, man. What the Lord been telling you. The Lord been telling you, man. Don't trust these motherfuckers, man. What don't you understand? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Right? What have you not? What have you not seen? Like, what have you not learned, Jake? How can you not see that these people, they're your enemy? They're your enemy. What have you learned? What have you learned, man? It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and doubt shall be into him, as if doubt has wiped a looking glass, and doubt shall know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Yeah, that's the same devil, man. All right, he got the same hatred, man. All right. He still got that hatred. There's deep hatred in his heart. Right? Again, it says, doubt shall know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. He still got that same hatred, man. Though he hides it, right? He hides it with smooth words. He hides it, behind, hey, how you doing, man? Oh, he hides it behind opening the door for you. Right? He hides it behind asking how you doing, waving at you, smiling in your face. But like the scripture just says, thou shalt know his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Nah, nigga, you still the devil. You still want to hurt me. You still hate me. Verse 12 says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. See? His whole plan always is to undermine you, to overthrow you, Jake. Don't trust this man. And we getting ready to come into a time where, hey, he's getting ready to present that MOTB. And he's gonna use smooth words, use enchanting words, right, to draw you in. All right, yeah, this microchip, it can help you. All right, it could, if you're dealing with, eye problems or eyesight problems, it can help with that. If you're a paraplegic, it could help with that. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna dress it up like it's to help you, but really it's not. Right? He's really just trying to make you a digital. He's trying to turn your ass to a robot, man. Make you a digital slave. He wants to be a god over you, and that's one way, and that's going to be the way he's going to be able to do it. You let him put that microchip inside of you, right? That's it. That's him. Now he has complete authority and rule over you. No. And this is what we're warning. This is what we're but this is what we're warning. Right? This is what we're warning you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? Trying to warn you about, man. This is what we're warning you about. That this is what these people are getting ready to do. This is their agenda. This is they're trying to put a microchip inside of you, Jake. They're trying to turn you into a digital slave, a perpetual slave. They want to be able to control your thoughts, track what you're thinking, know what you're thinking, have access to your DNA. Hey, that shit is real, man. They want to have complete control over you and your body, man. And you let them put that microchip inside of you. Hey, they'll be able to do that. Have complete control and dominion over you. Right? Verse 13. Who would pity a charmer? No. Yes, verse 12 says, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. All right? Take heed to these words, man. All right? Take heed to what's being brought out. All right? Take heed to what the prophets of the Lord are telling you. Telling you that these people are your enemy, man. They do not have your best interest in their heart. Don't trust them. It don't matter how good they come off. That's all a facade. That's just the image, bro. That's you know. That's not how they really feel about you. They really don't like you, Jake. Yeah, you know, you may work with them. You know, while you at work, they smile in your face. You know, they having a conversation with you, calling you, you know, bud and pal. All right, pat you on the back. But when they go home, I fucking hate that nigger. Or as soon as they get in their car, that fucking nigger. You know, call you all kinds of nigger when they go home. You know, they talking to they, you know, they family, right? About you, call you all kinds of N-word and, you know, spit and spook, wet back, right? Like I said, bro, if they still had it their way, we'll be hanging from trees right now. That's facts, man. That's not no fucking lie. And to you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans out there, you think what we're saying is a lie? You thinking that these people really your friend? You trust these people? Don't fucking worry. You gonna catch a rude fucking awakening. Real life, man. When these devils they show they fucking horns for real, you're gonna catch a rude awakening. You're gonna see how these people really feel about you. Go ahead. You can think what we're saying is bull crap, right? You can think that these people really like you. You know? You think these people really your friend? Don't worry. You'll see. You will fucking see. You will see. You will see. And by the time you see, it's going to be way too late. When these motherfuckers trying to turn you to corn on the cob, Jake on the cob, all right, a Jake burger. For real. You thinking this shit is a fucking joke? Nah, bro. They used to do that shit. The fuck? They don't mind doing it again. They used to do that, you know, during the times of slavery. They used to eat. Yeah, they used to eat Jake. And that's saying, trust and believe. The Most High gonna put that spirit back within these devils, man. Yeah, you heard the turkey burger. Well, how about Jake burger? You know, corn on the cob, Jake on the cob. A shish kebab, Jake kebab. You know? Pepperoni pizza, how about Jake pizza? Nah, let me stop playing, man. But nah, for real though, all jokes aside, man. Hey, that's, you know, all jokes aside, bro. All jokes aside. All freaking jokes aside. Hey, reality about to hit, bro. And it's about to hit hard too. For a lot of Jake out there, man. The ones that been, you know, playing with the Lord, man. Those that been rejecting, right, the warning of the Lord, been rejecting the Lord, man. Right? We're talking shit against the Lord and his men. Talking shit against the Lord. Alright? A lot of these jakes out here finna catch a rude awakening, man. The jakes that refuse to repent, refuse to get right, refuse to turn away from their wickedness. You know? All these jakes have been scoffing and scoffing and mocking and talking shit. Alright? Verse 13, who would pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such come now wild beast? Right, who would pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, man? Or any such as come now wild beast? You see, we're not going to feel bad. We're not going to feel bad for you jakes. We're going to laugh at a lot of you jakes, man. We're going to laugh at you. When you start to see this man for who he really is. We're going to fucking laugh at you, because we've been told you. We've been told you these people was a fucking devil, man. But you really sat there and you really thought that these people really was your friend. That these people really had your best interest in their heart. Dumbass. So who would pity a charmer that is bitten with the serpent, man? When this damn devil, when the serpent bites your ass, stab you in the back, we're not going to feel pity for you. The Most High ain't going to feel pity for you. As a matter of fact, the Most High going to mock at you. He's going to laugh at you. right? Because when the Lord was trying to warn you, when the Lord was trying to warn you, right, by his men, right, when we was trying to warn you of these people, of this damn devil, you called us crazy. You said we were racist. You said we were racist. You said we was preaching demonic lies. Okay. When you got 10, 20 Edomites ready to have their way with you, then you're gonna see how much demonic lies we was preaching. Then you're gonna see then you're gonna see how much of a lie we were saying, how much we were lying. Dumb motherfuckers. Like like I said, what have you not learned from their history, man? What have you not fucking learned from history? History speaks for itself, man. Look at the shit that they've done towards us, man. Just look at the history. So I don't understand how you can say we're lying. Oh, that was back then. We gotta forgive them. Shit. Alright. You can forgive them and watch them do the same fucking shit that they did back then to you, dumbass. Motherfucker Jake talking about we gotta forgive the Edomites. You out your rabbit ass fucking mind, bro. It's a lot of Jake like that, man. Like I said, a lot of Jake like that gonna be turned to Jake on the cob. For real, man. You got that mindset, man. We should forgive them, man. Forgive and forget. Oh, okay. You could forgive and forget. You could think that they got you. You could think that they like you. You could think that they're your friend. Watch when they try to do some crazy shit to your ass, man. Alright? Hey, Lord's wanted to edify, alright? With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to my teachers, the head elders, and apostles, a great millstone. Peace, blessing, citation, select, shalom.